I get this question all the time. Somebody asked me yesterday, Rich, what strings do you prefer on the baritone ukulele? And I said, I prefer PhD strings that I get from eBay. If I'm not satisfied with the sound my instrument already has or the tuning it has, I look first at PhD strings because they have pleased me over the several years I've been using them. And for baritone, they don't have a wound string. Usually baritones are set up with 2 wound strings for the 4th and 3rd strings, but these don't have any wound strings. And I like the sound just fine, and I like the feel of the strings not being wound even better. And one thing I really like about the PhD strings, and I certainly hope that they keep it up, is that they have many different tunings for baritone, tenor, concert, and soprano. I think that's swell. I mean, just about any kind of sound you want, you can buy PhD strings for them. And I know where to get them. Very convenient, cost $10 or $11 a pack, and they have done well for me. Now my first choice is always to use the strings that come with the ukulele. I am not keen on changing strings. I'm not looking for utter perfection in all things, and sometimes I prefer the convenience of using the strings that come with the ukulele. And I usually find that in 2 or 3 days I will get used to the sound and the feel of the strings, and I will use them and keep the original ones. Seldom if ever have I changed the strings on a caramel ukulele that I got. I can't remember them breaking. They sound perfectly fine. I just wouldn't change them. In my latest ukulele love, I guess you would say, I just love the strings on this ukulele. They seem similar to the PhD strings. They are, I guess we'll call them carbon. But they feel nice. Feel nice, sound nice, and are perfect in every way. People have said, do you like the Aquila red strings? No. Not only do I not like them, but I hate them with a passion. I would never use Aquila red strings after the ones I bought a couple of years ago that were so frustrating and awful, in my opinion, that I have banned even the mention of Aquila red strings in my presence. So my friend who asked me the question finally went to Southern Ukulele Store and bought his strings there. Now, if you're in the UK, that may be a lot more convenient than buying off eBay, and maybe maybe less expensive, I don't know. I have purchased one set of strings for this ukulele, low GCEA. I purchased at Southern Ukulele Store. They were about $17, as I recall, shipped from England to America. And I was happy with them, but one of the strings broke, and then there I was. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I don't remember how long it was. But when PhD strings came along about that time, I scooped them up, and I have been happy ever since. This gives me a lovely sound. The person who originally sold me this ukulele had an elaborate string setup that included classical guitar strings. There may have been a steel string among them. I don't know. He had some kind of magic formula. And he said, be sure and do this just as I described. But that never worked for me either. The only thing that's ever worked for me on a long-term basis were the original strings he had, because they lasted me 2 or 3 years. And then these that I've had on here a couple of years, these PhD strings, low G, CEA baritone. I love it. Thanks for watching.